Johnjay and Rich in the studio. Comedian Christopher Titus been on the show before. One of our favorite comics to have, and he's appearing live. It's stand-up live in Phoenix all weekend. For tickets, 480-719-6100 or standuplive.com. Had a special on Comedy Central over the weekend. It was like one of the highest rated?
For the year, it's the third highest special for the year, and they gave me a 90-minute special. It's weird. We turned in an hour. We turned in 42 minutes, which is an hour special, and they called us back and they go, "Do you have more of this? Do you have the whole thing?" Because it's all about taking America back. It's all about
cool. Oh, that's why all the Bill O'Reilly. Because when I heard Bill O'Reilly was involved in some stuff, I was like, "Well, Titus, he talks about divorce and stuff. What's the Bill O'Reilly stuff?"
Bill, I was on Adam Carolla's podcast. I don't know if I'll talk about this. Yes, I'll talk about it. I'm Adam Carolla's podcast. They ran that horrible Sarah Palin sloppy Joe sandwich about Paul Revere. Where we're my first grade, my kids are first grade, and he was like, "Dad, that's not right." She goes, he's shooting the bells and ringing the guns, and she warned the British that the British were coming, and it's just, and so they get done playing that, and they come back to us, and I said, wow. I said, if she's like the president, I'm reserving a spot on the grassy knoll. I'm going to take one for America, right? So, audience, by the way, I'm in a comedy club. Comedian in a comedy club. And by the way, if it says comedy on the building, you get a pass.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now, and if the audience laughs, it's funny. That's just how it is. The audience is not wanting to give it right. So next day, Fox Blog picks it up. We move on with the rest of the show. We do talk about all that kind of stuff. The next day, here's what they say. This is what Fox Blog says. Christopher Titus threatens to assassinate Sarah Palin. Now, I don't think Lee Harvey Oswald was doing the funny bone in Havana and talking about taking Kennedy out.
Probably not.
He was like, I thought he was doing a joke.
It's a joke. It's a line.
So here's what happened. So I'm not one to, like, if there's a fire, I say, where's the gasoline? So I start getting these Twitter messages that are just crazy. Like, we're going to, you can't threaten to kill somebody, and we're going to kill you now. So I'm getting, I'm getting crazy messages.
Intelligent.
So I go, you know what? I apologize. First of all, here's what happened first. I apologize. I go, I'm really sorry. What I should have said, if she reruns, we should reload, because that's what she said. Then I said, and then he got madder again. Then I said,
you do bring gasoline to a fire.
I shouldn't have said this. I feel stupid, like Sarah Palin. Now, so here's what happens. So the next day, Bill O'Reilly, by the way, I think it's over. I'm dealing with people online and stuff, and Facebook blows up. People are mad, like really mad. Some people agree, bam. And so then Bill O'Reilly calls me a pinhead on national television.
Which is great for you.
Yeah, I thought, wow, and really? When did this happen that I actually made the news?
Yeah.
So I go on Facebook and I say this. I say, listen, to the Kennedys, number one, I apologize. I go, you got to be tired of 40 years of these jokes. I apologize. To the Palins, again, I apologize. If you actually thought that I meant this, it's not. And if I thought someone meant it about my family, it would bother me too. That being said, the reason this joke was told at all is because we have Americans have set the bar so low on a possible leader that we would even consider Sarah Palin. You don't give the stupid cheerleader the Uzi. That's what I said. Yeah. Now,
and that made them even more mad.
I don't care. No, I apologize.
This is brilliant the way you do stuff. So you come in with he's totally different now. He's changed his way.
I'm supposed to give up.
And then you go right back in there.
Here's the problem with Americans right now, and this is what this show Nevolution is about, is that we've got to this point now where we actually believe that we have to be nice to everybody, and we can't take a stand. At the end of the day, you got to take a stand for what you believe.
Absolutely. I take sides all the time.
This country is the best, most amazing country in the world. I couldn't do anywhere else. I don't think there's a Russian improv.
They're not funny, the Russians.
No, not at all. Not the hello, welcome.
Germans,
two guys walk into
not
a
funny.
bar to pull out the gun and shoot each other. It doesn't work. So Germany, not a lot of places where I can do this for a living. So I get and what's going on with Tracy Morgan? Everybody's like, everyone's got to back off. How about we all get fired up about the WBC? How can we all get fired about $900 billion on defense and $90 on education?
The WB, they're canceling One Tree Hill. I get fired up about that.
No, the WBC.
I was saying WBC, is that some wrestling thing I don't know about?
Like
it sounds like wrestling. No,
you're not on an AM talk show. We don't know about politics.
No, those are the guys. You guys have the WBC. Oh, and why? How come we're not mad that ABC News Corp paid for the defense of Casey Anthony?
What do you mean?
They did?
They paid for it. They gave her $200-something thousand to attorneys. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yes, they did. ABC is also owned by Disney. So let's just go all the way to Disney.
Are you serious? Why is that?
Track it. Disney has now paid, ABC News Corp paid for the defense. Yes, they gave her.
So that means that they'll get the first interview, somebody on ABC.
So they
Diane Sawyer.
So when you see that, you know why, because they paid for her defense.
Because they paid for her defense.
That's criminal, is it not?
When you track it back to Disney, It's immoral.
What do you think of this whole Casey Anthony thing?
I think you know what's good. I think that number one is that she's probably like she's so crazy and narcissistic. She's probably gonna write a baby book. You know, that's how crazy she is. But number two is that she dressed like an Amish bride the whole trial.
Right.
And these jurors got to be like, oh, the jurors bought it. It's hook, line, and sinker.
Totally.
Day two, she walks back after trial. She walks back in and she looks like her inner lap dancer is already coming out.
I thought she looked hot.
Her
Hair's down.
Hair's down. She's like, what's up?
She's got lipstick on too, right? Like she had lipstick and everything.
Cleavage. Wait, whoa.
Right.
There's a nipple. And she like, hey.
One of the things you talk about that I love is like taking a stand for stuff, and you get into really big stuff. But I believe you have to start by taking a stand for small things. Like when your friends break up, I take sides.
Instantly?
I do, absolutely. And it means that you won't talk to one of your friends ever again. But I think it's important to take a side. They did what? Okay, they're totally boycotted. Now I'm on your side.
Yeah,
shouldn't you do that in fights with your friends?
I totally agree with that. Yeah,
why not take a side?
Sometimes you lose both friends because then they get back together.
That's okay, but at least you're not waffling in the middle. At least you're on somebody's side.
Yeah, take a stand on that. But don't worry about the rest of the country. What is your problem?
I'm saying you got to start small.
To the point where here's the thing. The biggest thing for me is we're giving kids now. My daughter played soccer last year. And they sucked, by the way. They this year she was great, but last year 7 out of 10 games they lost. 7 out of 10. The 3 games they won because when the other team showed up, they didn't have enough players to legally play. But that's a W in America right now.
That's right, buddy.
And my kid was the best kid on the team. And I know I sound like I'm being a dad, but at least my kid chased the ball up and down. You know, our goalie every game would stand in the goal, flap his arms, and spin. It was a co-ed team. That's all he did. Whole game, balls whipping past his head. The right forward would stand where he was supposed to stand. But then, if the ball went away too long, he'd turn and drift and start watching the game in the next field, and picked his nose. This child picked his nose like his skull had a clitoris. It was insane. But here's the thing: they get done with this at 8. They get done with the season, and I go, all right, this was fun because I met some cool parents. My daughter became a team player. She met cool friends. I said, you know what? Let's go pick a new sport you're going to suck at. This is good, because you're 8. It's all right. You can suck. It's all right. Let's go. She goes, no, Dad, you got to take us to the trophy ceremony. And my first thought was, my God. They're going to force you to watch the talented kids get trophies?
Which would be good, actually.
That's what I thought. That's brutal and humiliating, and I love that. Because maybe you're going to feel like a loser and you'll play better next year.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. And she goes, no, Dad, we get trophies. And it just came out. I went, for what? And when she stopped crying, she said,
You're so right, dude.
She said, because we participated. And I thought, wow, is that where we're at now? Participation's enough? You just show up and you get a trophy? Americans don't participate. We dominate. Man, Russians put a satellite up. We put a man on the moon. Bite me. Then now we bounce our cable TV signal off their satellites so we get free cable. Are you kidding me? Participation? France participates.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, Christopher Titus, dude, I'm loving it. I never knew you had the political side to it.
It's not. It's like
I know, but last time you were in here, it's like divorce, relationship, kids, and I was like, oh yeah, now it's politics. Now I wish I was smarter.
It's funny. It's not politics, actually, because I walk this line where you can't be left or right. You can't be left or right. You can't. By the way, if you're so far left, you actually believe somebody owes you a job, citizenship, and a free heart transplant, you're mentally ill.
Right.
And if you're so far right, you believe somebody who doesn't have a job and who's not a citizen deserves to have organs cut out and sold on eBay, and you get to have 80% of the profits, you're mentally ill. We're all in the middle somewhere. And that's
You're awesome.
My show's not political. It's actually social political. It's about us. It's about us taking our country back.
Brilliant.
Damn it! Brilliant.
It's a Stand Up Live all weekend, 480-719-6100.
Signing prenups.
StandUpLive.com. Can you hang out with us more? Can you hang out some more?
Yeah.
All right,
Let's do another break.
more Christopher Titus next with Johnjay and Rich.